One of the most listened to voices on the airwaves, Charlamagne the God, was an outspoken Harris supporter after she replaced Joe Biden as the Democratic nominee. I've spoken with
Richard Torres, who supports the genocide in Gaza and promotes Islamophobes and anti-Arab races, is now joining in the smear campaign against me. This is the guy who Dems sent to campaign in Michigan. They lost Michigan. He also represents one of the poorest districts, but tweets mostly in defense of Israel. Maybe he thought, to be fair, maybe he thought you were me, Mehdi. Mehdi Hasanabi. The problem with this Bernie is his party loyalty is like a communist in that regard. Wait. No. Dude, he's an elected senator. What do you want him to do? He did say Hassan and not Mehdi in his tweet. Yeah, new LinkedIn post incoming.
him several times as this race unfolded, and after Election Day, I returned to his New York studio for his reaction to Trump's victory and what it means for the country. So look, this was obviously not the result you wanted, but I've heard you say you're optimistic today. Why?
Because I have no choice but to be. You know, I'm an American. I live in America. I'm not one of these people that's out here saying, oh my God, if Donald Trump becomes president again, I'm going to move. Where am I going? Yeah. I'm here. And, you know, I do believe in the future of this country because I have no choice but to. You know, I think what the vice president said in her concession speech was right on point when she said, you know, the light of America's promise still shines bright. I have no reason to feel otherwise. I'm gonna wake up, you know, and just be all doom and gloom and tell everybody the world is ending. It's like, no, you know, Americans went out there and it was a free and fair election and they made a choice. And now we all have to deal with, you know, the consequences of that choice. And whether we like it or not, you know, Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America. I know it feels like the divided states of America right. Over the last, you know, several years.
Dude, I love when people are like, you know, we got to suck it up. Donald Trump's our president. You know, we got to respect it. We got to respect him. It's so funny when people say that. It's like, so I guess he wasn't a fascist. Never mind. Like, oh, so that was a lie. Now, I don't think he's exactly saying that because Charlamagne is too much of a unk-pilled. He's too jank-pilled to be saying all of that. He loves, for the record, for those who don't know, he fucking loves jank. He does. That's not even a joke. And I think that has like contributed to his political commentary. He's no longer getting caught fucking pushing what's his face, like Michael Bloomberg and shit. Charlamagne's gotten quite libbed up. Bro, D apparently does too, which is insane. What do you mean? Jank pilled? Destiny's jank pilled? Oh God, that spells trouble for whatever the fuck Jank has been saying lately. I didn't even realize.
Yes, but it is still the United States of America. So that's what I'm looking for us to do. We got to unify in some way, shape, or form.
You were out there. I saw you at the convention in Chicago. You interviewed Kamala Harris a couple times. Were you surprised?
That she lost?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say surprised. You know, surprised isn't the word that I would use because it's a toss-up. Like, you know, it was going into the election, you know, they were neck and neck. I think that she needs to get a lot more credit than she probably is going to get because the campaign was dead, you know, literally.
With Biden?
Oh, yeah, the campaign was dead with Biden. I know people make a lot of jokes about the whole weekend at Bernie's thing, and they would say things like, I would vote for Biden if he was a corpse. Well, he damn near was. And, you know, there was no life whatsoever. And I think that the vice president made a lot of people sit up on the couch and pay attention and at least be curious. With Biden, everybody was just knocked out, sleep, gone.
Have you talked to her since the loss?
No, I haven't, but I can't wait to.
What are you going to tell her?
I'm gonna tell her I love her, I value her, I appreciate her, and you know whatever she plans to do moving forward, I'm gonna always support her, and I'm gonna say what I've been saying on the radio and on my podcast, that she has nothing to be ashamed about. You know, she ran a great campaign and only had 100 days to do it. Nobody thought she could even do what it is that she did. Like, the first day getting all the delegates in line, raising the money that she raised, digging the campaign out of a hole to where they were neck and neck on election day. And she inspired a lot of people. Like I got 4 daughters, and my 9-year-old and my 6-year-old, when I'm watching, This Week ABC on Sunday morning, or I'm watching CNN or Fox or MSNBC, they're coming in and they're asking me questions about Vice President Kamala Harris. And are you going to vote for the Vice President, Daddy? Yes, I'm voting for the Vice President. And when she lost, they were upset that she was lost. So, she did inspire a lot of people, and it was a historic campaign.
What do you make of the demographics here? I mean, Trump got 1 out of every 3 voters of color.
No.
Yeah.
1 out of 3.
33%.
No. Really?
Yeah.
When you say color, you mean like black, brown, everything? Oh, well, I think that, people have different issues that they care about, and I think that there's nobody out there that's a single issue voter. I think some of this is a backlash to race and gender and identity politics, but man, most people, they just care about keeping food on their table and keeping a roof over their head. And I think sometimes people forget about that. I think that they forget about, the working class. And for whatever reason, Donald Trump speaks to the grievances of the working class in a real way. And I keep telling folks, people will forget what you did, they'll forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. And when you go back to 2020, even though it was a pandemic and it was COVID,
yeah,
people don't care. All they know is they got stimulus checks with his name on it, and that's what they remember. And so people think about that. When you have conversations with folks, they be like, yo, I remember how 2020 felt. And they think that they're going to feel that, in this next term.
Yeah, I mean, how do you explain? I mean, he obviously swept the battleground states. He drove up, turnout around the country in Republican areas, but he did much better than he had done before in places like Chicago, Brooklyn, Queens.
Because of dinner table issues. It's literally that simple. Every day, people wake up and all they want to do is have more money in their pocket and they want to feel safe. I don't care if you're black, white, gay, straight, whatever religion you are, those are the 2 things that you're thinking about every day. How can I keep some money in my pocket, and how can I stay safe? And when you look at, issues like the economy, when you look at the border, and that's what I was telling people. We had this conversation back in February. Yep. I was having conversations with folks, and they was telling me, oh my God, these gangs are coming into our neighborhood, and I know it's because of the border. We got to close the border. Like, they were having these conversations, and I told you.
Like, it's a pure invention. What a spectacular defeat for the Democrats. It's just a pure invention. Facts do not matter. So yes, Chomsky was right when he said we are living in a post-truth era. What is this? The jank writer that D likes? What?
You could be a leftist doing your little cute stream and go, oh, dude, I know, man. And there's no crime. It's, yeah, I know everything.
Oh my God. Is he talking shit about me? What the fuck?
Well, yeah, then why did Prop 36 win easily? Why did George Gascon lose? Why did all the...
Yeah, because everyone is fucking crime pill, dog. What do you mean? Wait, there's no way he's saying that like crime rates getting lower and lower in places like California is fake, right? Is that what he's saying? We're so cooked. Society as a whole, throw it in the fucking trash, dude. That's crazy. He's calling you out? Yeah, we got to do another Janksgiving, dude. I got to get my facts ready. Oiled up, greased up, ready to fucking go. Janksgiving is going to pop off this year. Nah, we're probably going to agree on a lot, as always. crime, trans panic, immigration panic. Those are now the three factors where Unc and I are not entirely aligned.
Progressives, so-called progressives in Portland lose, in Seattle lose, San Francisco lose, New York lose. Why did you lose every goddamn election?
It's so funny. Like, what happened? So Larry Krasner is just fake now. He doesn't exist. Like, there are no progressive DAs around the country. Also, like, once again, are we just so devoid of doing a fact-based analysis on this stuff? Like, is that... Who's he talking about for real? No, he's talking about me when he said, oh, on your Twitch stream, you act like crime doesn't exist. Whoa, dude. I didn't know he had this level of smoke for me. Goddamn. Unc, that's messed up. I still love you, but I got to bring Murad in here. Hold on. He has to see this. 1 second. He's going to love this shit. One moment. Murad! Murad! Aya, come here. Bro, who do you think this, what do you think of this video? Hold on. Oh, you want the mic? Okay, I'll turn on the mic for you.
For that, you have to think about the voters. You could be a leftist doing your little cute stream and go, oh, dude, I know, man, and there's no crime. It's, yeah, I know everything. Well, yeah, then why did Prop 36 win easily? Why did George Gascon lose? Why did all the progressives, so-called progressives in Portland lose, in Seattle lose, San Francisco lose, New York lose? Why did you lose every goddamn election if you know so much? No, because you know what? Because I'm such a genius. I have this revolutionary idea that apparently the online leftist clown asses I've never thought of. People don't like to be attacked. People don't like to be robbed. People don't like to be sexually assaulted. People don't like to be killed. People don't like crime. To them, that's like a giant news alert. They didn't know. What? People don't like being robbed or being sexually assaulted? I know. Oh no. Oh, I got a great idea. Let's pretend it doesn't exist. How'd that turn out for you?
I'm so confused.
Who do you think he's talking about when he's doing this?
But you have to think about the voters. You could be a leftist doing your little cute stream and go, oh, dude, I know, man, and there's no crime. It's, yeah, I know everything. Well, and then why did Prop?
I'm so confused. Is he saying that the Democrat policy was anti-crime?
No.
I know, I understand he's, the stuff about the streamers, but like,
no, he's saying that like people don't like crime and they are noticing a lot of crime happening around them, and that leftist streamers are stupid for saying that like crime rates are down and this is a purely media created panic. And he's saying like, oh, I know everything. I know all the facts. Well, what happened to your facts? People are stupid and they're voting against the reality with overwhelming amounts of propaganda, including but not limited to the Young Turks, it seems, on this issue.
Yeah, I'm staying out of this.
Are we going to see him later?
Oh, you're coming?
Now I kind of want to see him.
All right.
Report this to Anne. No, Anne's in between, okay?
Anne's in her own world.
She's in her own world. She's not a part of this.
Now, if the crime had happened in the 17th century, she'd be all about it.
He's also beefing with a Vanguard right now. It might not be you specifically.
Vanguard? Who's that?
I don't know. I think it's like another leftist outlet.
Like the private equity group?
No. Vanguard is like a leftist podcast or something. You should review his debate with Jordan Ewell on TYT if wokeness cost the election. Wait, he is not saying that wokeness cost the election. Please tell me he's not. Is Cenk saying wokeness cost the election? We wrote him in and this is how he treats you. Yeah, that's really fucked up. We were like, we were deeply,
You wrote him in for president?
yeah, we were deeply invested. Yeah, this entire community. Once the votes are tabulated, you will see Cenk is going to win. Cenk is going to win California. He said trans rights cost the election on PBD election stream to 200,000 people. Yeah, Kamala Harris was running on a big pro-trans agenda. Does he mean whenever she said, I'm prosecuting transnational gangs? Is that what he thought? Because the only time I heard her say trans was if national and gangs was coming right after it, okay? Yeah.
So there's trans crime now?
No.
I don't know, man. You said it. I heard it.
The Vanguard is a pair of streamers from MO. He called them Silly and Billy. He's got so much swag. Unk's mocking you, Putin and Cenk.
Let him cook.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just wanted you to see that. I wanted you to watch that. Can we get a video of the conversation later? No. I will not be taping my family outing with Unk. Okay? Unk farting on you. What the fuck? He was making fun of your long hair. Quick, grow it back. Oh. Wait, maybe he is talking about someone else then. Maybe he's not talking about me. I mean, it does fit the bill. Guys, Janksgiving is very soon. It's coming up soon. Like, it's gonna happen. Oh, God, I'm so excited. I love Janksgiving. I love Thanksgiving in general, but Janksgiving is like one of my favorite parts. r/I'm the main character. Dog, this is my uncle. Talking about streamers. Like, it's not that crazy. What is going on? What are we doing anymore, man? I don't know. This is what he's on about. Cenk Uygur fires back at Vanguard and live TYT meltdown. Silly and Billy. One of the Vanguard has long hair confirmed. Okay, that makes sense. That's maybe he was talking about the Vanguard. No, don't confront him off camera. No, I still, yeah, okay. I'm not going to talk to my uncle off camera because content. He's my uncle. I love him. What the fuck? Wear a wire. Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, let's get back to another man, just like myself, who is unk-pilled.
I told you, John, this was the first time in my life that I heard people in my community, black people, brown people, having those conversations. So that was going to be an issue. They felt like things were safer. They felt like the border was safer, under Trump. And by the way, it's not like the Democrats didn't want border security. They just didn't know how to message it right. Build the wall may sound elementary, but you know what that signals to people? Border security. That's it. Yeah. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't complicate it by saying, we got to have the most comprehensive border.
I used to always talk about how, like, I don't have an immediate family member who is, like, radicalized by the things that he has seen in the media into having, like, reactionary positions. And it's kind of cool that, like, it's kind of cool that now I do have one. You know what I mean? Like, not across the board, but definitely on an increasingly concerning number of different issues.
Plan, and there's a bipartisan border bill that Democrats and Republicans couldn't agree on, and Donald Trump shot it down. No, Trump is saying build the wall, and when they were telling you that it was a problem, y'all was saying no, it's not a problem. Let's create sanctuary cities and let's bring the people into our cities. And so when they started putting those illegal immigrants on the buses and on the planes and sending them to those sanctuary cities, what did they say then? No, don't come. So it looked like the Republicans were right and Democrats were wrong. And nobody knew that was going to be one of the big central issues that people thought about when they went into that voter booth.
Should Harris have done more to make it clear she wanted to go in a different direction from Joe?
Fact-based fear-mongering hasn't worked for the left. Time to abandon facts. That's insane. What are you saying?
Joe Biden? Or did she want to go in a different direction?
I think that if she wanted to go in a different direction, she should have expressed that. And once again, that goes back to messaging, that goes back to communication. I've been telling folks the language of politics is dead. You cannot finesse people anymore. You can't believe one thing, but then get in front of people and tell them something else. And if you are, you got to be really good at it, right?
Yeah.
What do I always say? Republicans are more sincere about their lies than Democrats are about their truth. So when she's on The View and she's shaking her head like, no, I wouldn't do anything different. But then you on Fox News with Brett Baer and you like, my administration is going to be totally different than a Biden presidency. If that was the case, I just think that should have been repeated several times. Like, one thing that she said when I had a conversation with her was repetition is good. Like, that's part of being disciplined, right? You have to repeat yourself over and over and over. That might have been one of the issues that she should have repeated herself over and over and over on.
So you had Laura Trump on the show the weeks before the election.
After Trump won, I just sent her a message and told her, hey, congratulations. And I said to her, I hope that this administration is going to be an administration for all Americans. And she said, thank you. I promise, in capital letters, that it will be. Listen, man, I think that we've seen enough of Donald Trump to know that may not be the case. But like I said, I just have to have a sense of optimism because he still is the president of the United States of America. And I just want us, like I said, as a people moving forward, we got to start building more community amongst each other. And, we just got to hope for the best. Like, I'm not wishing for America to fail. Why would I want that?
Our thanks to Charlamagne. I'm joined now in